Yo guys, Floopes here. Today I'm going to be doing all of my Pokemon games, as it is the 20th anniversary. This is one of the features I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to try to go in order as far as, Generation 1, Generation 2, etc., etc. So let's just get started. Pokemon Red version. Now, I'm not going to be saying a lot about these games, considering I'm actually going to be doing a different video talking about my Pokemon memories and going over that kind of thing. So, just, bear with me. Pokemon Red version hit the US and Pokemon Blue 1998, and then, which I don't have Blue version, I wish I did. I think I'm gonna buy that on Virtual Console, just because, I don't know, I feel like having one of them on Virtual Console. And then Pokemon Yellow hit in 1999, which is freaking awesome because, Pokemon. Yellow is just like one of the best games ever. There's no denying that. Come on, guys. Then in, I think, 2000, Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold hit. And I think maybe 2001, Crystal hit the market. And actually, I like Crystal because it introduced the feature of being able to play as a girl, which was, definitely interesting. I think in, 2002, we had Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, which I do not have Sapphire. It's one of the other ones I'm missing, which, I definitely plan to get these. I'm definitely wanting a full Pokemon collection. But Pokemon Ruby, I actually got this with my Game Boy Advance. It's one of the reasons I got a Game Boy Advance in the first place. Actually, no, I lie. I got, Game Boy Advance SP, that's right. Then we had, I think in 2003, we had Emerald, which I actually really like Emerald version. It's one of my favorite versions of all time, and I wish we would have had a 3DS release of it, but whatever. 2004, we got Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Red, Fire Red. I do not have Leaf Green, also one of the other ones I need to get my hands on. Next up, we had, I don't have the other version because, Pearl. I actually don't like these as well. I mean, they're okay and they're pretty good, but, they're not, I don't know, something doesn't fit right with me with these. Then we had Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I do not have Soul Silver either, but we have Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which are remakes of Pokemon Silver and Gold from, 2000, and this released in 2010, I believe. Pokemon Pearl was 2007, I think. Next up in the Pokemon line of games, we had, as soon as I can find it, we had Pokemon X and Y in 2013, which were the first 3D Pokemon games on the 3DS. Or on a handheld, sorry. But these games are actually very great and very, interesting and wonderful, and there's a lot of great things with these games. Both of them are amazing. If I had to pick a legendary Pokemon out of these, like, between Yveltal and Xerneas, I actually like Yveltal a lot because I'm more of a dark type Pokemon trainer, but, yeah. And then, next up, which are the latest two Pokemon games in the main franchise. We're getting Moon and Sun, so I'm very excited about that. But Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I do have a form of Sapphire, I just don't have the original, which I'm still going to get because, both games are amazing. There are a lot of great things to these games, Mega Evolutions and everything. Is it a straight remake? Yeah, but there's like some, a few differences and whatnot, which there should be. But one of the things I didn't like were they took out the costume, or the outfit changes from X and Y. I mean, I understand why, but I still really enjoyed that. So maybe that's something we'll see in Moon and Sun. Next up, I'm going to be showing like spin-off games to the Pokemon series, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger, stuff like that. First, I'm going to show off the Gamecube games, which are Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gala Darkness. These are very unique Pokemon games because it uses, there's like a snag catcher, or a snag feature, sorry, where you actually snag people's Pokemon from them because they're using dark Pokemon, and dark Pokemon are like Pokemon that are being forced into battle, and they're like exposing their evil side, and etc. etc. You're basically getting them and trying to cure them. Actually, I really enjoy these games. Whenever I picked up these games for this video, I was actually thinking, I'd really love to play through both of these again, because they're just so great, and I still stand by that because I love these games so very much. I'm glad I own them. I cannot. I can't imagine without these games. They're awesome. They're great games. I highly recommend having them. If you can find them, get them. Oh wait, did I forget one? That's weird. Oh, I did forget one of the main storyline. I'm sorry. I think 2012 it was. Well, actually, we had 2011. We had Pokemon White and Black, which I actually did not enjoy those very much because they were very slow. And I understand it was like a transition in graphics and whatnot, but I don't know. Something about them was very slow, and yeah, I don't know. I actually don't have either one. I did have Pokemon White, but kill me for it. But I traded it in because I was trading it in toward a game that I really wanted. But I do have Pokemon White 2, and I actually really love these, like Pokemon White 2 and Black 2, and yes, I did play through Black 2 as well. I rented it, and I would love to own that game. Like, I definitely have it on my list of things to get. But these games are very awesome, there's a lot of training options, Pokemon breeders that you can just rebattle, and I'm a grinder, so, that was a lot of fun for me. What part was it? Oh, at the beginning where you can get like a Growlithe and there's like some other region Pokemon at the start. That was actually really awesome. And then just honestly, this game's really great. I mean, I've put 200 some hours into this, and Pokemon's easy to sink hours into. I'm not saying not all of them aren't, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this. Sorry I skipped that. I didn't mean to. Next up, I'm gonna go through the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. And I actually own 4 of them. And there's different versions of each one, corresponding ones. And I'll talk about each one. Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, and there's also Pokemon Red Rescue Team, which I also traded in or gave to someone or something. I can't remember why. I honestly don't know. I wish I had it, but hey, whatever. I may be able to get it back eventually. I mean, you never know what you can find out game hunting. And if I do find it, I'm definitely going to get it. But anyway, Pokemon Blue Rescue Team and Red Rescue Team, very different games because they started off with you're human who wakes up as a Pokemon, and then you go on Pokemon adventures like in dungeons, and you meet other Pokemon who you can recruit into your team. And honestly, these games are a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy this one, and I'm playing through it right now. Again, so yeah. Next up, we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. There's another one corresponding, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, which I have not played that at all. I just haven't touched it. I haven't even seen another copy of it in a very long time, actually. But this one's actually pretty well done too. Also, I don't like it as well as Blue Rescue Team, and I haven't played through it as often. I think I've only played through it like once. But from what I do remember of it, it's actually a pretty good game. I do recommend it, but not as highly as Blue Rescue Team. Next up is a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game that I have put some time into, but I didn't enjoy it immensely. And that is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. I thought it was okay from what I played of it. Like, I got pretty decently far, and then I had, it was like a copy I rented from Gamefly, and I sent it back, and then like a few weeks later, or it wasn't even, I don't even think it was a few weeks, it was like a few days later, I actually got the money to be able to afford the game, and I was like, well, that sucks, but I'm going to go get it. And I've barely touched it since, so. Next up, and there's no corresponding game for this, and there's no corresponding game for the next one I'm about to show either, and that is Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which released in November of last year. Sorry I didn't give release dates for the other spin-off games and whatnot. I don't really remember them as well as the main storyline. Now this one I do know released in November 21st of last year actually, and I've played up to chapter 6 or 7. And actually, I think it was 7, but I actually really enjoy this game. I think it's really good. You know, they've done well with it. The story's interesting. It keeps you hooked in. They took a different turn with it because you're in school and you're like a younger Pokemon, and that's really awesome. Honestly, guys, I really highly recommend getting this one if you have the money and you want to give the series a shot. I mean, it's still upper on the expensive side. I mean, most Pokemon games are, but I still highly recommend this. Next up is the only Pokemon game I have in this side-off series, or spin-off, and that is Pokemon Ranger. Now, I actually really did enjoy the first game. This is a game where you are a Pokemon Ranger, obviously, and you actually have to catch Pokemon by drawing a circle around them, like a loop. It's like, you're not actually keeping them, you're just having them with you till you reach an obstacle that requires their power, like cutting a branch down or some sort of a thing like that. Honestly, I haven't touched this game in a really long time. It would be nice to go back to. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah, just, you know, I'll eventually get to that. But it's not a bad series. I haven't played any of the other ones, after this. But I wouldn't actually mind playing them eventually. They're probably a lot of fun too. There was the Pokemon N64 games like Pokemon Stadium and whatnot. Those are awesome games as well. I don't have all Pokemon games. I wish I did, but I don't. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to be talking about one last series, and that is the Pokemon Rumble series. Oh wait, no, there is one other I want to talk about, but I'll do that after this. I actually have Pokemon Rumble on the Wii, and that is where you are actually a Pokemon, like a Pokemon wind-up toy. It's kind of weird, but you are a Pokemon and you go around beating other Pokemon in like different areas, like a forest area, a lava or fire area, or a volcano area, something like, something around that, like a beach and stuff. And you actually beat them, and, you get coins if you beat them, or sometimes when you beat them, they turn back into a toy. You go pick them up, and they become part of your group, which you can, there's like an infinite amount, well, it's not infinite, I'm sure it caps off somewhere, but you can have a lot of Pokemon in your, like log, where you can, like, actually switch between all the Pokemon. It's a lot of fun. The next one in the series that I put a lot of time into this, and I still put a lot of time into it whenever I do sit down to play it, which I haven't done in a very long time because I don't have the time for it right now. But that is Pokemon Rumble Blast on the 3DS, and this is actually one of the main reasons I ever got a 3DS, because I wanted to play this game so badly, and it did not disappoint. I've played this like 3 or 4 different times. Such great. I mean, I've completed the story, like the main storyline, like 3 or 4 different times, because it's such a great game. I have so much fun with it. I think I've logged in like 160 hours into this game. It's a lot of fun, guys. I really, really enjoy this. I can't say anything else about like Pokemon Rumble Wii U, which is on the Wii U. I can't say much about that. Haven't played it. I don't really have a desire to play that one. Now, Pokemon Rumble, I can't remember what it's called. It's I can't remember. It's the newest 3DS title that came out. It's a free one. You have to have like the little diamonds to be able to do different things. Can't say much about that. I apologize, but I mean, not much about it. I mean, I can't remember what they're called, but you actually have to collect certain species or different species of Pokemon, and then go to the king and battle his arch rival, and etc., 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 and do things for him, which you get gems for that too, and then go out and explore areas and get different Pokemon. And honestly, it's a pretty fun game. I haven't played it in a while, but it's still a lot of fun. And the last game I want to talk about is Pokemon Shuffle, because I love Pokemon Shuffle. I will admit it has been a very long time since I played it, because just things get in the way, and it's one of those things. You guys, I'm sure everyone understands that. But Pokemon Shuffle is a game, a puzzle game, where you actually match Pokemon up to do attacks to the Pokemon you're battling, and then you have a chance to catch them after you beat them. It's actually a lot of fun, and I mean a lot of fun. I have it on I have it on both of my 3DSs, and I have it on my phone. Yes, there's a mobile app. So guys, if you if you have a phone, then you can go get it too. I mean, it's definitely worth it. It's free. But yeah. So anyway, though, guys, that is it for this. Me showing off my Pokemon games. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure, please comment. Tell me some stuff about Pokemon you enjoy, the games, the anime even. Just tell me everything. It's the 20th anniversary. Live it up. So anyway, though, guys, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share my video. It helps me out as a small YouTuber. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.